Miss Heritage Global, it's a celebration of diverse cultures, promoting unity in cultural diversity through pageantry. The event was held in Thohoyandou in Limpopo.
Yep, and as we wrap up Heritage Month here in South Africa, it really is an absolute pleasure to welcome live in studio this year's winner of Miss Heritage Global, the gorgeous Abigail Pierre-Louis, and of course the Chief Executive Officer of the Miss Heritage Global, Mbofholowo Mbodi. She did warn me around pronouncing her name, and yep, as Miss Heritage Global CEO, I imagine that you get that quite a lot. But thank you so much for joining
ladies.
us.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us.
And congratulations, Abigail.
Thank you.
What's it like?
It's been so crazy. Like, this is my first time in South Africa, and I couldn't imagine it being such an experience. It's been
Just
amazing.
give us a sense of your trip down when you were coming to participate. What were your expectations?
When I came down, I honestly did not have very many big expectations. I wanted to take the trip as it was because I felt as if at the end of the day, we knew what impact we wanted to make when it comes to helping Haiti. I knew what impact we wanted to make with the rest of the world and with this organization. And so I trusted them to make the experience everything that it has been. And I could not imagine it being anything else than what it's been.
I do like the idea of us celebrating a Miss Heritage Global, and then having someone who is from the diaspora, from the African diaspora, being the reigning queen of that position, but in Africa as well, and in South Africa, meeting what some of us consider, you know, your cousins, your long lost cousins. But Mbo, tell us a little bit about Miss Heritage Global itself, right? Why it's such an important pageant, where it started, and really what it is that it wants to achieve.
Miss Heritage Global was founded in 2012 in Zimbabwe, and the first pageant took place in 2013. So we've been in existence for 10 years.
Yeah.
And what the organization wants to achieve is basically showing the world that heritage and culture is important, and that, you know, in as much as there's difference, it's very similar, and that the differences in all of us as individuals are similar, and that makes us one people. You know, we had a cooking competition in the pageant, and you know, I was saying to Miss Haiti that I had Miss China's rice, and it reminded me of Ghana, it reminded me of West Africa, and you know, there's a lot of stories that we're not able to tell because they're told by others, and in this platform we have contestants from the heart of the countries they're representing.
It's also
and
great.
They tell the stories.
Yeah, it's also great that the emphasis is not only on beauty, but on real issues as well. You're speaking about Haiti. You'll be based in the US, but there are real, you know, global issues right now in that country. Just take us through some of those, just to remind our audiences about the hardships in Haiti.
Yes, and these are also things that are in other underdeveloped countries, so just having that global touch, I also wanted to add that. When it comes to Haiti, we do deal with a lot of lack of resources, whether it's just basic resources like food and water in some places. So it goes all the way down to that. We also will lack electricity. So I've seen load shedding happen, but it happens
Welcome to Africa.
Yes, it happens to an extreme in Haiti. And a lot of people don't have access to things like Wi-Fi in a digital era where we're advancing in the technology aspect. And so those are some things. There's also barriers to education. There is inequality when it comes to gender inequality. You also will see the natural disasters that happen in Haiti. And
yeah, we're starting to experience that in South Africa in terms of the floods.
Exactly. And the resources that are given to Haiti are not the same as what is given to the rest of the world all the time. Even you see a lot of things happening where big countries step up, and with Haiti, it's almost like, oh, another one.
So how are you going to be using your reign to highlight those?
Well, we already have a lot of things in line. When it comes to just the economy, the education, I'm going to be doing digital entrepreneurship seminars in Haiti in partnership with an organization down there. And when it comes to the healthcare, and the lack of those basic resources. There is an organization that has an advanced nursing program for people that are from Haiti going to different countries, such as the US, so that they can be registered in different countries. We're going to partner with them and make sure that we're able to distribute resources in Haiti as well for healthcare.
Yeah, really good work. Really, really good work. Mbo, I want to talk a little bit about the power of having a pageant like this. You know, we have so many. Right, we have Miss Universe, Miss World. But I think there's something to be said about the authenticity of celebrating not just beautiful women, but women who celebrate who they are and what you think that really does for the little girl who's watching everywhere.
I mean, wow, I keep saying I've become a mother.
Yes.
And, you know, just you sit down with the girls and you listen to the stories that they tell you of where they come from and the challenges that they've had in their lives, and you know the platform itself where we in boot camp and the girls get to share their different experiences and what they're trying to achieve in their lives. And you know, in our beauty contest, we do not have a swimwear segment. We say we celebrate so much more than beauty, and we want everyone to be able to participate. So you know, in other parts of the world, they can't show certain parts of their body, and we're saying we're celebrating women, we're celebrating different cultures, and this is a platform to give them a voice.
Yeah, and talk to me about what your time in South Africa. I think that what happens a lot of the time is that because we are so far apart as a people, we forget the many similarities that we have. So as you've been around South Africa, what are the things outside of load shedding that you've got, outside of load shedding that you've seen in South Africa and said, ah, yes, that's home?
Oh my goodness. First thing, a Roboy's tea. Okay, I don't have access to that tea, but we have so many teas in our culture that we have in the morning. That's one of my favorite memories. Going to my grandma's house, she always has a cup of tea waiting for me. And so the tea was something. The fact that you guys take everything from nature. So things are more natural here. You're not going into a factory and creating medicines to the point where there's no touch to your natural roots and what can heal you from the earth. That is a big similarity as well. I like to say we're the same kind of difference.
Yeah.
We always do highlight the foods. So the foods, those are really different. I didn't hear about a lot of the foods down here. The people, the kindness, that was something I really resonated with.
Yeah.
Because people are more considerate here, and a lot of the Western culture, everyone's like hustling and moving and fast-paced. Here you guys are considerate and more empathetic. I related to that when it came to my culture as well.
And Bo, just in terms of development of heritage, South Africa itself, quite challenging dealing with diversity. When you take it broader, just how do you harmonize that message about celebrating heritage?
I mean, we do it through our contestants. You know, they bring that harmonization of it. You know, everyone is representing not just one culture, but when they come, they represent a lot of them. You know, there was Miss South Africa, Zabelo Hlabiswa. She is from KZN. No, she's from KZN.
Oh, okay.
So, you know, with some of the attires that she was wearing, she incorporated different cultures.
Are we talking about the same Miss South Africa?
Miss Heritage South Africa,
okay.
yes.
Sorry.
So she came in and she was wearing different traditions. And you know, when she speaks, that's her. When she speaks of South Africa as a whole. So we're able to carry that message through the contestants who come and represent their countries as a whole.
Yeah. So what's next for you? What's the next step? I know that you'll be spending some time in South Africa up until Sunday. Where are you taking her, Mbo?
Well, we are going to the Northwest. We've been invited to the Northwest, and we'll be visiting a few royal families that side.
Wow.
And we're going to have fun. We're going to do a few game drives. And I mean, she'll be doing a lot of back and forth between South Africa and USA and Haiti. And you'll see a lot of us, and you'll be hearing a lot of the things that we'll be doing in preparation of Miss Heritage 2023.
I just want to ask Abigail, is there any intention for you during this time to just create a lot of conversation about Haiti that has been missing?
Yes, that was a huge part of my initial campaign, giving Haiti a voice. We're a tiny island. We've made a huge impact on the world as we're the first Black republic to gain our independence in 1804 and lead the way for a lot of other countries. Just because of that, though, we were targeted by a lot of countries that were doing the opposite and colonizing other countries. And so you see the reparations now, the things that are in place now. And so definitely creating a voice for Haiti. We're not just going to do it through Miss Heritage Global. We're already getting different embassies involved, whether it's Paris, whether it's the consulates in different states in the US. The mayor of Cap Haitien, Patrick, already has given me a phone call. So there is a lot to be done, a lot of people joining together, a lot of unity. As our flag does say, there is power in unity.
And lots of pop culture conversations.
Yes,
well.
absolutely.
Yeah.
You know, with the passing of Queen Elizabeth II of the UK, there was a very big discussion in South Africa anyway, especially on social media, about whether or not we celebrate our own monarchs as much as we did what we did in the West. And it's interesting, Mbo, that she said she'll be meeting some of the traditional leaders in the Northwest, in some of the rural parts. Why was that an important thing to do? I certainly haven't heard of a pageant that says, well, the queen of the pageant is going to be meeting African traditional monarchs.
leaders.
You know, even in Venda, you know, we've got a king there with this disputes back and forth. Unfortunately, we weren't able to take her to the Venda king as the pageant was taking place there. But, you know, it's important because those are our leaders. And, you know, we are who we are and where we are because of the sacrifices that were made within those families and those that came before us. So it's important to go back to them and to show them that, you know, we're still carrying the heritage and the culture forward.
Let's congratulate both of you.
Yeah, really well done, ladies, and all the
Thank
best. Enjoy your time in South Africa and come back anytime you like. This is home.
Thank you.